Hey everyone, I got a really cool message from my guides just the other night. Incredible visualization of how the energy moves and what our role is here in this dimension, so that our higher self, our star guides, our multidimensional aspects could literally drop down into this version of reality through us and experience life here in a third dimensional, fourth dimensional field. So I was meditating last night. I was just sitting in quiet and connected with my Pleiadian guide, and the Federation came through as well. And they started presenting me with this image. Now, I've talked about the central channel, how our divine energy, high frequency light, comes in through the channel, through the crown, down, out the root into the earth, and back up and presents itself out into a toric field or torus field. And that's how we see reality. So when we have energetic blockages within our body, it can't come through fully without wobbling. It bounces back off the ground, it comes up through our channel and it wobbles, and it presents us with a distorted sense of reality. And that's how we get into situations that trigger us, that don't resonate. We kind of struggle to find our place, that kind of thing. But this vision was really interesting because I've been having a lot of clearing, throat chakra, things like that, crown happening with me. So I've been working through that. But when we work through that and that density activates and that density comes up, we tend to disconnect. So I reconnected last night and their energy came right through me, but with it came a vision. And they were showing me how basically we are electrical circuits, like multidimensional electromagnetic electrical circuits. And that divine flow of energy comes down through us. And it's very important that we ground it into the planet. Now, when we're grounded into the planet, anchored into our body and into Gaia, what happens is that energy flows into the planet and then it radiates back out in this higher dimensional field. And with that energy that comes down and through and out, carries with it so much incredible information, Akashic records, all of that stuff that's tied up in the quantum field becomes available to us. And they showed it to me as just a radiation of this high frequency energy, but it has to come down through us into the planet so that it can be reflected out into the field. And that has an effect on the field. It raises the frequency of the field. And then we start to experience like 5D new earth, unconditional love, these types of situations and emotions start to come forward. But this was a version of that central channel field, that toroidal field, that comes out like an umbrella that I've talked about. This was a little bit different. It was really cool how it just goes into the earth and radiates out. So we want to allow that process to happen. Now, when we have blockages, like I said, I've been working through blockages too. And what happens is that energy cannot come back out without its frequency being affected. So when that energy encounters energetic blockages within our body, it wobbles it and it changes its frequency. It distorts it. Think about trying to listen to a radio station and it's just off the frequency a little bit. It's crackly. You can't quite make it out. It's not real clear. So that's what happens to this energy as it moves through us. So it's very important to work on our energetic blockages so that we can keep that channel clear and allow that energy to come down and ground fully. And we need to do our part with that energy as far as grounding it into the planet. We need to stay hydrated. When we're hydrated, we're better conductors, right? So we're electromagnetic conductors. And we get it down into the planet. And it's very important. Stay grounded, anchored into your body. The more you can bring awareness to your body, the more that energy is going to flow. It's going to create space to allow more of it to come down and ground into the planet and then come back up and reflect out in a higher frequency reality. So very important to do the breath work, the healing work, that kind of stuff, because that is really going to determine whether or not we stay plugged in as this electrical conduit. Because they showed me when we're activating and having these DNA activations and the density comes up and we identify with the density, we kind of hang in the density, we literally pull ourselves out of our body. And when we do that, we're disconnecting, literally like unplugging a plug. Okay, the light goes out. We get cut off from the divine energy flow from our higher self. We're not plugged in and in tune. And that multidimensional energy cannot get down and step down into our bodies through us. So we're here to do our part. They were very straightforward with that whole message, as far as we're the ones that are here so that they can come and anchor in. Now, remember, there are higher aspects of us, but from this perspective, oftentimes we see them as separate. Okay, so they are looking to us so that they could ground their energy and come in and experience this reality from this perspective. So it's an amazing, amazing time for them, just as it is for us. So do the best you can to stay anchored, to stay grounded, and keep that vision alive within you, how you're an electromagnetic conduit of divine energy that is here to ground it into the planet. That's reality changing stuff. Make sure you watch the next video that pops up here on the screen. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that like button if you like this video. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you.